Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Saturday. Welcome back. I hope your weekend is off to a fantastic start. Since it is a Saturday, that means it is time once again for Ye Olde Weekly Home Fragrance Roundup. This is the video that goes up most Saturdays here on my channel, where I share all of the home fragrance that I used over the course of the past week. So what candles I was burning, what candles I was crocking and lamping, what wax melts I was doing. We're just basically, we're just talking home fragrance. So before I get into it, per usual, check out the description box down below. Lots of links there. There's discount codes. There's sale information for the companies that I tend to frequent. There is info on links to where you can find the things that I'm sharing today. It's just a plethora of information, so feel free to go check that out. And one more thing, if you are new here, I do film this video alongside my trusty assistant Alf, who is in my lap. This is Alf. He is my pug. He's very cute and sweet and just a constant companion for me, so he's always usually somewhere in the background of all of my videos, honestly. But you might hear some snoring, snoozing, snorting, I don't know, whatever other noises he decides to make. So if you hear any of that stuff, feel free to enjoy that free pug ASMR. Okay, you guys, let's get into it by doing just a little tour around the house and seeing what is currently happening. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we will pop right back in here and continue on with some updates from some candles that I've been burning this week. So let's get into it. Burning right behind me here as I am filming this video today is HomeWorx Blueberry Cheesecake. I adore this one. I am a huge fan of the blueberry scents that HomeWorx puts out. I think they do blueberry incredibly well, and this one is no exception. Now, I am not one of the people that gets the like sour note from that cheesecake portion, but there are some people that do, so maybe be aware of that if you're interested in this one. But I love it, and it fulfills all of my gourmand hopes and dreams. So really enjoying this one. I think I have 3 more backups of it, and I hope to actually go through all of those backups over the course of the next 4 months as we dive through summer here. So you'll be seeing this one quite a bit more. The second candle that I have burning today is HomeWorx Farm Stand Strawberry. This is another one of my holy grails from HomeWorx in terms of fragrances. I adore this one. I love it every single summer. It's so sweet, so juicy, and just delicious. This whatever fragrance oils he's using in this Farm Stand Strawberry, they are top notch. Now, my Farm Stand Strawberry candles are from back in the day when they were being sold as trios in the Farm Stand Trio collection. So within that, you got the strawberry, the peach, and the blueberry. I probably purchased about 8 or 9 of those trios, so I have a lot to get through this summer, but I'm determined to make a dent in that collection. But also, I just really enjoy these. So I'm very much looking forward to the next, 3-4 months when I'm burning a lot of these summer fragrances. Fruity scents from HomeWorx are definitely some of my faves, and if you've never tried this one, I honestly can't recommend it enough. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at what's currently going underneath one of my lamps, and then we will take a look at the crock in the laundry room, because those are the only 2 like candle accessories that are going right now. The other crocks are currently turned off, but I do have an idea of something that I would like to pop into those, and we'll probably discuss that when we go to sit back down in the living room. So let's keep going. We are currently in my office where I have one of my candle lamps. Underneath this candle lamp, I decided to pop a HomeWorx, this is Christmas Cupcakes, I believe it's called. And I actually really like the scent. It's a good basic vanilla, so it's actually kind of great for year-round. This one is a little bit lighter when I burn it, but I get a lot more oomph out of it, or strength and throw, if you will, when I have it underneath the lamp. So all of the backups that I have left, and there were many, This particular scent came in a set of 2 from QVC, and I think I bought at least 4 sets. So yeah, I know. This is why I need to slow my roll a little bit. That was a lot of candles, and a little bit too late for me to discover that they were fairly light in their strength and throw presentation. But like I said, I don't view crocking or lamping my candles as a waste. I see it as just a different way of extracting the fragrance out of the candles. And in terms of like missing out on the ambiance, I feel like I get some nice ambiance from this lamp, but also, as you can see from, you know, the past couple of clips here, I always have candles going anyway, in addition to what I have in my crocks and my lamps and my warmers. And so, you know, it's just another layer of fragrance for me to enjoy and to get some life out of a product that for me didn't really perform as I expected it to when it was lit, but it's doing fine underneath a lamp. So I'm just going to enjoy it here, and I'm good with that. All right, let's go take a look at the crock in my laundry room. All right, welcome to my laundry room, which is in fact a working laundry room. So don't mind my husband's socks over here. This is the candle crock that I keep in this particular room here. And in here, I decided to put the, let me just lift you guys over so you can see that it was just about at the halfway point. You can kind of see a little bit of that soot accumulating at the top of the candle there, but this is a Bath & Body Works Strawberry Daiquiri. I actually reviewed this one back in, I think it was 2022 for the first time, and I really liked it. So I went ahead and picked it up a couple months ago when I was in store and there was a, you know, a decent sale happening. This one, however, at the halfway point started to kind of get a little smoky or sooty, and so I just popped her into the crock in here. It smells amazing in this room, you guys, and honestly, this one's quite powerful in terms of the fragrance oils. This is actually spilling out into the kitchen area and mixing really well with the farm stand strawberry from HomeWorx. So I just have a very fruity vibe going on in the house right now, and I'm kind of digging it. So anyway, that is it in terms of the crocks and the lamps. So let's head back to the living room and go through the rest of what I was burning and melting this week. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed that little tour of what's going on around the house right now. Let's get started with what I actually finished this week and what I almost finished. I was hoping to completely knock out 3 candles. I didn't get there, but it's fine. I still made some pretty good progress. Okay, Bath & Body Works Vanilla Coconut Surf. Oh, I loved it. I love this so much. Listen, for me, Bath & Body Works really seems to excel at the like beachy coconut scents, which is funny because for years I've loved coconut scents, and I just never thought to try most of the Bath & Body Works ones, and I'm finally coming around to it. Now, there is a $12.95 sale this weekend. There are a couple of candles I want to pick up. Typically, I don't bite even at $12.95 if I don't have a 20% off coupon, but those coupons are really like few and far between these days, and so I think I'm just gonna go pick up a few to try a couple of new things, and then maybe wait for a coupon. Are you guys getting your coupons on a regular basis? I don't know. I'm just finding that I'm not as of late, but it's fine. Anyway, definitely reduces my spending, I'll tell you that. I love this. I want more of it. But right now I'm trying to only purchase fragrances that are new to me that I can review here on my channel. If you are newer to my channel, I don't re-review fragrances that I've already reviewed in the past. I really need to sit down and organize all of my different candle reviews into like little, what do they call those? Playlists. I need to make some playlists. I've had playlists on my channel in the past, and I don't know why I just always delete them. I think it's because I just don't keep up with updating the playlists. And then it's just like, I just need to get rid of these because a lot of these videos are so old at this point. Maybe they were irrelevant. I don't know. I struggle sometimes with like the like what to keep on my channel and what to delete or get rid of at any given point. But I do need to make some different playlists for my candle reviews because I do know a lot of you guys like to reference those from time to time, and it might be easier if I do that by brand. So anyway, put that on my to-do list. But yeah, anyway, moral of the story is I think I'm gonna hop into Bath and Body Works this weekend to grab a few more of the new candles that I'm interested in. Let me know if you have any suggestions. Okay, next, I got pretty close, but I didn't quite finish it. This is Kringle Bananas Foster. Oh, this is so good, you guys. I definitely, now that I am almost finished with it, I most certainly prefer the 2-wick over the 3-wick. With the 3-wick, I found that there was this like really caramelized, almost toffee type note that happened because the 3-wicks seem to burn a lot hotter, and it just made that like the brown sugar part of the candle scent almost turn, like I said, toffee-like, and just a little too sweet for my liking. I found that the 2-wick does not do that. So if you kind of struggled with the 3-wick, try the 2-wick if you still really love the scent. I adore this one, and it has had an absolutely fantastic performance for me. There is a little bit of wax that's sticking to the side here, but not bad. I don't know. I have really great luck with the Kringle soy formulation in terms of a super clean burn. If I were to rank like my top cleanest burning candles, like Kringle would definitely be at the top. I do think that the Voluspa candles also seem to burn really cleanly. You know, candles like Nest and HomeWorx do as well, but they do require a little bit more looking after to make sure there's nothing going wrong with the candle. But yeah, in terms of like the cleanest burn, it's the Kringle soy formula. And I really depend on that heavily because I don't want to have to repaint my house. Listen, sooting is something that I'm seeing a lot more people kind of talking about, you know, and I think that anytime that you burn candles, whether it's soy or whatever formulation, you are going to have some level of soot accumulation in your house, on your walls, your ceilings, all of your stuff, your carpets. It's just the nature of burning candles. But I think the important thing to do is to just stay on top of your candles. If you see a candle that is just like pumping out smoke like it's going out of style, maybe don't burn that one anymore. Pop it into a candle crock. By the way, if you don't know what a candle crock is, that is one of the videos that I have referenced in the description box. Crocks are great for candles that are not behaving anymore. And if you don't have a candle that fits into a crock, you can also try a lamp, which is great. Lamps require a little bit more maintenance in that you do melt by layers of wax instead of just melting the whole thing at once like you do with the crock. So you definitely have to pour off the melted layers of wax as the fragrance dissipates. The wax will never dissipate. So if you put a candle into a crock or underneath a lamp, you're always going to have that wax there. What's going to disappear out of the wax are the fragrance oils. So those are going to be, you know, kind of pumped into your room, if you will. And then at the end of the life cycle of that candle, and this kind of varies by brand, you'll just have to play around with the brands that you like and see how they perform in crocks or under lamps. After that, you know, you've extracted the fragrance from the candle, but you are left with the wax. And so I also have a video in the description box that shows you what I choose to do with some of my leftover wax. So feel free to reference that. But anyway, moral of the story is let's go on with other things that I almost finished this week. And you guys, where am I at? Oh, I'm right here, probably about the same level as the Bananas Foster from Kringle. But this is Kringle Reserve Orange, and I burned the heck out of this one this week, you guys. I absolutely adore this scent. It is so basic, so simple, just in its like overall presentation. But if you like a fresh squeezed orange juice type of fragrance, the Kringle Reserve Orange is fantastic. I know the Reserve candles are a lot more expensive. They typically are not a part of sales. And so, you know, you can use my 15% discount code to save 15% off of these, but they do very rarely go on sale. So know that. I happen to think the Reserve candles are worth it because a lot of the fragrances are a little bit more unique. I find that the Reserve candles just overall tend to be pretty consistent, just like the regular crinkle jars do. Now with Country Candle, that is another story. Country Candle is also underneath the overall Kringle brand, and they still need to do a little bit of tweaking with that particular line since switching over to soy. But like the orange Reserve candle was fantastic for me, and I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna have to repurchase this one. I don't know when I will, because like there's also a couple of other orange candles that I really like from Kringle as well. For example, the Sicilian orange. If you want an orange that has a little bit of like an interesting herbal twist to it, I would recommend the Sicilian orange. But if you're looking for more of it, just a straight up orange on its own, I think this would be a great one to try. Another one of the latest Reserve candles that I purchased that I am, let's see, where am I at? Wow, this one's really opaque. This glass is dark. I am to just about right here, as you can see. So I made a pretty heavy dent in this one as well. This is the Psychedelic Citrus. Now this one is a mix of grapefruit, orange, lime. It's really lovely as well, and I love pairing these two together. I would actually like to get the Sicilian orange out. I have one in my backup stash, and burn it alongside the two of these. I just think that would be the most interesting trio of candles to pair together. But if you are at all interested in the Reserve line and you're curious about the citrus scents, definitely 2 thumbs up from my end. I'm really glad I purchased these. Totally worth it. I will repurchase them again in the future. There's a couple of other candles that I want to try, like I said, and then also I want to grab some more of my Sicilian orange next, because I haven't really burned that one since last year, and honestly I'm kind of missing and craving that one right now. So I'll finish these. I'm actually tempted to kind of put these into my candle crocks, only because I think I'm actually going to get a little bit more like life out of them in terms of 24/7 fragrancing by popping them into my crocks versus lighting them. So I think I might do that after this video with these two. We'll see. I do need another I do need a candle for the crock in the back bedroom as well as the one in our master bedroom, so I think I might go ahead and pop these two into my crocks. So anyway, a couple more Kringle candles to mention from this past week. It was definitely kind of a Kringle Reserve heavy week for me, so I definitely busted out my jelly donut, you guys. I love me some jelly donut. This one here is so heavenly. I think as far as like the jelly donut type fragrances go, there's a few different companies that have done a fragrance like this. Hands down, this is still my favorite. It's so rich, it's so sweet, it's kind of the perfect gourmand in my book. Now it's sold out again right now. This one sells out very quickly after it is restocked. If you ever see this one on the website and you want to try this scent, I would snag it just as soon as you can. I just really think that this is one of like the best candles. Again, it's kind of basic. Like, it's not a super exotic, complex, you know, type of fragrance, but it's just done insanely well. And I think that's what I appreciate about the Reserve line. Not only are their fragrances sometimes a little bit more interesting, a little bit more complex, sometimes they're just very simple, but they're just done in a really lovely way. And another one that is done in such a great way is this one, you guys, the Vanilla Rose Cone. I think this one is still available right now. So I finally lit this one up and I reviewed it this week. I was shocked at how well this one performed, because on Cold Sniff, I actually kind of regretted almost picking this one up because it was so light. I just thought like, okay, this is gonna be like my first official dud with the Reserve candles where I just get nothing out of it. but it transformed. Now, I will say, I did have this one sitting in my backup stash for a number of months before lighting it up, so I don't know if that helped that strength and throw that I got, but I will tell you that even letting it sit and then smelling it on cold sniff before ever lighting it up, I was like, it's still really light, but it's fine. Once I lit it up, I got that great, like, solid medium strength and throw that I get from pretty much all of the Reserve candles. And it's really interesting, you guys. This is a mix of basically vanilla, rose, and a waffle cone note. I love it. You wouldn't necessarily maybe think to pair a gourmand with a floral, but it works. It works, and I love it. So anyway, that was a Reserve heavy week for me. All right. Sorry about that little interruption there. I had to take a phone call. Anyway, let's continue on with some other candles that I was burning this week. I reviewed the Nest Wellness Driftwood and Chamomile earlier in the week. You can find that here on my channel. I was gonna say I'll link it down below, but I'll probably forget. So, but anyway, it was just this past week. And then on Sunday, tomorrow, you guys will be seeing my review of the Nest Wellness Himalayan Salt and Rosewater. These are both from the same wellness collection. Listen, these usually are not in my wheelhouse in terms of the types of fragrances that they are, but I had some small votives of these in the past and just really loved the experience of burning those little votives. And that's what inspired me to purchase the full sizes, even though this is not usually my fragrance wheelhouse. If you're new here, I really tend to prefer gourmands. So I love for my house to smell like I'm baking delicious treats when I don't ever bake anything, actually. But I like for my house to smell like it. I love fruity scents. I am starting to get into some more florals. But yeah, for the most part, I tend to gravitate towards more of like the foodie types of fragrances. These are not foodie fragrances at all. In fact, I do find them to be quite spa and zen-like. They're just really relaxing scents. This collection is not new. It's been out for a little while, and I've just had it on my list to try, and I finally picked these up at Ulta. You can actually find these candles at both Ulta and Sephora. I ended up buying them at Ulta because Ulta sent me a 20% discount code. And then also they have a better point system. So at any rate, both of these are lovely. And if you've always wanted to try them, check out my reviews. I'm a big fan. I would definitely reconsider purchasing these, especially, and this might be kind of like a big surprise, the chamomile and driftwood, or driftwood and chamomile. This one is, I think this one would be lovely around the fall. And this color matches so perfectly with my wall color. I also have this particular color in our downstairs powder room, which is where I've been burning this one. If you've always wondered about this color, it is, okay, so it is Wedgwood Blue from Benjamin Moore. But, and this part matters, it's color matched at Sherwin-Williams. The base paint at Sherwin-Williams is a little bit more gray than the base paint at Benjamin Moore. So it does affect the final color outcome a little bit. And if that matters to you, then just know that. So anyway, this is again from Sherwin-Williams, but it's Wedgwood Blue by Benjamin Moore. If you didn't know that you could take like different companies, you know, little like paint sample cards and go to like your own personal favorite paint company and have them color match that, you can totally do that. In fact, I've done that quite a bit. For some reason, I just prefer the Sherwin-Williams paint. I've just found that it like wears really well. So anyway, moral of the story is I was burning some coconut sandalwood this week as well. Let's get back to the candles. Oh, listen, you guys, this one, beautiful, beautiful. Let's go back to talking about how great the coconut scents are from Bath & Body Works. They're just lovely, and they have a lot. They really have a lot, and I just never really got into it before, but I'm into it this year, you guys. So you're gonna see all of the coconuts. All of the coconuts. All right, last candle to talk about. You'll also see an in-depth review of this one tomorrow here on my channel. This is HomeWorx Strawberry Kiwi Lemonade. And in full disclosure, this one here was a PR candle. Listen, if you're thinking about picking this one up, watch my review first. Watch my review first. No problems with, you know, just the overall burn. Such a clean burn. Like, great clean burning candle. But the strength and throw. You should watch my video. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Another phone interruption. If people could just stop calling, that'd be great. Let's talk wax melts, you guys. Okay, so I do have one vendor wax in here that I used this week, and this was the Pharmacist's Daughter in It Takes Two to Mango. So this is a mix of mango sorbet, Avo bath, and blackberry jam. I really like this fragrance, but, and I've mentioned this before, my problem with vendor wax is that after about a day, it's basically done. I like Scentsy because with the vast majority of the fragrances from Scentsy, I can usually get multiple days. I don't mind changing my wax every like 2 to 3 days. I prefer 3 days, like that's a personal preference. And that's just based off of laziness. It's just, I'm just lazy when it comes to changing my wax. I think that's why I really like burning candles. It's just so easy to, you know, just quickly trim a wick and then light a candle up. Whereas with wax melts, you know, you have to get rid of the wax that you had in there before. You have to kind of clean the dish and then, you know, make sure that if the fragrances are completely different, that you maybe also take like some cleaner to the inside of the dish so that, you know, the residue from the other fragrance isn't like an undertone in the new scent. Yeah, it's just more work. But anyway, vendor wax. Yeah, it's never been my go-to. I don't think it ever will be, but I do appreciate why a lot of you guys love it. The variety with vendor wax is, you know, pretty unique. I mean, they come up with some very interesting combinations sometimes. And the presentation, like, you know, they put them in these cute little loaf pans. That one, for example, was in the shape of like a cupcake, like a big cupcake that, you know, I could slice up. It even had like the frosting dollop on the top that was made out of the wax, and then this cute little like wax raspberry. So cute. Perfectly adorable, but definitely a one day and done type of situation. Now, typically with most of my Scentsy wax, I can get 2 to 3 days very easily. But I will tell you this, I do have some beef with the bricks that I get with my club orders. And I've actually talked to Lisa about this. I really think there is a difference between the bricks that they have available for club shipments versus the bricks that they have available, you know, for special release collections and things like that. The bricks that I purchase for, you know, like the holidays or when they have them available in the fall or something, those tend to perform the exact same way that the regular bars do for me, in that I get multiple days. But the bricks from my club orders that I add at half price, so I only paid $12.50 for this, these dissipate within a day. And I don't know if they maybe changed the formulation for these, because I'm sure they're aware that most of these bricks are added as like a half price item. I mean, based off of my experience, I would not pay $24 for this. But I don't mind it in that I do only, you know, pay like $12.50 or something like that for this. But they do dissipate very quickly in terms of like the fragrance oils. So I don't know. I always pop a brick into my club order as my half price item because, like I said, even at, you know, only lasting like a day and me having to change it out, it's still a pretty good deal for the amount of wax you're getting. Like, these are massive. These are 17 fluid ounces. Yeah, so huge compared to obviously the regular bars. And these retail for $6 each, I think it is. But yeah, anyway, I finished my Blue Grotto. I actually just got this one in my April club order, and that arrived towards the middle of April, so I went through this very quickly. It was definitely a Blue Grotto week for me. Listen, Blue Grotto is great, and it is available in the regular catalog, and if you like that Capri Blue Volcano type of fragrance, this is an excellent dupe, I think. So, I don't know. Just my observations about the bricks from the club orders. Like I said, I still think that since I get them for half price, it's okay, but obviously less than ideal. Anyway, I did finish another Happy Birthday and Almond Croissant duo. I like to pair these two together. These are both in my club. You can't get them currently, but please, 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 if any of these, either of these, I guess I should say, come up for Bring Back My Bar voting, especially Almond Croissant, vote for it. It's so good. This is, sorry. Ugh, it's hands down my favorite gourmand that Scentsy has ever done. I mean, well, I don't know. These two are tied. Happy Birthday. By the way, Happy Birthday smells like Funfetti birthday cake to me. Some people think this one smells like chocolate marble cake, but I think it smells like Funfetti birthday cake. But these two together, they're just heavenly. And I do have 7 bars of Happy Birthday in my club, but I only have 2 of Almond Croissant, and I would like to add more. And I do know that I can increase the frequency of my club deliveries, because right now I'm only getting them every 3 months. But I buy so much in between the club deliveries that I can't justify, you know, bringing in any more bars outside of what I normally buy, if that makes sense. So anyway, the last bar that I want to tell you guys about, oh, I forgot the Sparkling Magnolia. Okay, in the downstairs powder room, and it's been pairing really well with this candle, by the way. The Sparkling Magnolia, I don't think it's currently available. I feel like I've had that bar for a really long time, but that's what I've been using in the downstairs powder room, and it's so good, you guys. It smells so good alongside this. You wouldn't think so, but they are fabulous together. But anyway, let's go back to Sun Castles. Okay, this is one of the few Scentsy bars where I love the scent, but it lasts like a day and it's done. And it's a bummer because this is a dupe of the Cheirosa 62 fragrance. If you're not familiar with what that is, if I say Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream, you'll probably know exactly what I'm talking about. That scent, that heavenly, tropical, delicious pistachio caramel combo, that's what this smells like. And it's so good. It's absolute perfection in terms of it being a dupe for the Cheirosa 62. However, this is one of the few bars, you know, like this lasts several days. This lasts several days. This lasted like a day, and I love this one. In fact, I took it out of my club. I put it in my club as soon as I received it, like my first order of it, because I just fell in love with the fragrance, and I was like, yes, I want it to like be in my life for all eternity. But then once I actually experienced the performance, I was like, I'm not gonna keep this in my club for a day, no. And again, this is why I don't do vendor wax. Like, one day and done is not good enough for me. I need at least 2 or 3 days, like at least. So anyway, those are the wax melts that I used this week, and that's all of the home fragrance that I used over the course of the past week. Please let me know in the comments down below what you were burning and melting this week. Let me know if you have any recommendations for me in terms of candles that I should be picking up at Bath & Body Works this coming weekend. I have a few suggestions that you guys gave me already, so I will be seeking those out. But if you have any more in terms of newness that just launched, definitely feel free to pop that into the comments down below. Stay tuned for that Bath & Body Works candle haul next week at some point, and Alf and I are gonna clean up our mess, aren't we? Did you have a nice time? Oh my gosh, he had such a nice time. By the way, let me give you guys just a nice little view. Here he is, the handsome boy. He just finished up his nap, and he's ready for some adventures. So that's what we're gonna go do. We're gonna go adventure together, right? Just kidding. We're gonna go pick weeds in the yard. All right, have a great day, you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.